Welcome back to the UAE Tour. This is stage 2. It's a time trial day, 12.2 kilometers on the island of Al Hudayriyat. We did this time trial back in 2021. Same course, long sweeping bends, 2 U-turns. Filippo Ganna won it. In 2024, it was Brandon McNulty. And last year, Josh Tarling won this time trial in 12 minutes 55 with an average speed of 56.7 kilometers an hour. Completely flat, timing point after 5.8 kilometers. Rémi Cavagna, the former French national champion, first rider off the start ramp. Normally, you write the time trial in reverse order after general classification, but because the teams have a limited number of cars here, they have grouped the riders. So every rider has got a support car. And that's how many of the teams decided to have their biggest time trial specialists all the way at the front of the start field. Fastest time, of course, for the first man to finish, Rémi Cavagna, 13 minutes and 15 seconds. Then it's up to Luke Plapp. A good start to the season for Plapp with good results in Oman quite recently. A man who has a good time trial and a man who is a really good climber. Finishes the race in 13:29. And then it's up to the world champion, the Belgian champion, the European champion, Olympic champion. This man is an absolute master of the craft of time trialing. His nickname is the Aero Bullet, and you can see exactly why they call him that. Fantastic paint job on the bike as an Olympic and world champion. And Remco Evenepoel even went so fast that he almost overcooked one of the corners. The intermediate time for Remco Evenepoel was 6 minutes and 24, and his finish time is 13 minutes and 3 seconds with an average speed of 56.1 kilometers an hour. And then it's up to Josh Tarling. He won this time trial, exact same distance, exact same course in 2025 in 12 minutes and 55 seconds, averaging 56.7 kilometers an hour. If Tarling does that again, he wins the time trial, but he has to do it. The first time check after 5.8 kilometers puts him 4 seconds behind Remco Evenepoel. So still everything to play for the 22-year-old from Great Britain, representing the Ineos Grenadiers. And then the finish, the 13:03 for Evenepoel is now gone. And Joshua Tarling loses 6 seconds on the world champion on the line, slotting into second place. Then it's up to the British national champion, Ethan Hayter, the 27-year-old, representing Soudal-QuickStep. At the intermediate time point, 6 minutes 40 for Ethan Hayter. That put him 16 seconds behind Evenepoel. And at the finish line, the British national champion lost 25 seconds on Evenepoel in a time of 13:28. And then the last man to start the time trial is, of course, the race leader, Isaac Del Toro. Remember, only just 22 years young, this absolute phenomenon from Mexico. He's the national champion in the discipline of his country and, of course, on the road as well. The intermediate time check for Remco Evenepoel, 6:24. Isaac Del Toro loses 32 seconds on the world champion. He started today 10 seconds up on Evenepoel in the general classification, but already lost a 32. But he keeps on fighting, and in the second part of the time trial, the second 6.4 kilometers, he only loses 10 seconds more. He crosses the line 42 seconds down on Remco Evenepoel, meaning that the difference in the general classification will be 32 before Wednesday's big mountain stage. Today was the day, not unexpectedly, for Remco Evenepoel, the world time trial champion. He wins in 13 minutes and 3 seconds with an average speed of just over 56 kilometers an hour. He beats Josh Tarling by 6 seconds. Rémi Cavagna, Ethan Hayter, Dan Hole, Luke Plapp, Artem Schmid, Florian Vermeers, Stefan Bissegger and Rune Hergots completes the top 10. He gets a miniature trophy and a Breitling watch because they are the sponsor of this stage, and a big smile on the podium for the world champion. He has 6 seconds in GC on Josh Tarling, but we look down the leaderboard a little bit further to the GC contenders with Luke Plapp, Tiberi and Isaac Del Toro currently in 10th position. Remco Evenepoel in his red leader's jersey ahead of the big mountain stage on Wednesday. That brings us to the north of the United Arab Emirates. We start in the Emirates of Al Quwain for a 183-kilometer long stage to the Emirate of Ras Al Khaimah. We go to a new climb. We've never done it in the 8 editions of the UAE Tour. It's called Jebel Mobrab, and it has absolutely terrifying gradients in the final 10 kilometers. So it's going to be a big showdown on the mountain on Wednesday. Remco Evenepoel starts in the red leader's jersey in the UAE Tour ahead of the big mountain showdown on Wednesday.